There are two different types of mindsets, I think, when you go into journalism. And I think you guys are going to be able to identify with these immediately, because you'll know someone who's the other guy. I would walk into a lead paint abatement story, and where a colleague of mine might walk past the mattress on the floor and the dishes heaped in the sink that smell, and the roaches climbing the window, and the peeling lead paint, and see victims and sadness and something that someone else had done. I would walk in and see all those things, but I'm a journalist, and so I look all over the place, and I would go beyond the mattress on the floor and look at the big screen TV across from the mattress that they had been sitting on the mattress, because the video game system is right down there and it's easier to play. And I would wonder to myself, well, can't they afford a box spring and some sheets when they got the big screen there? And as I walk into the kitchen and see the dirty dishes piling up, I think to myself, well, they're not a victim. Why didn't they just do those? I didn't have a dishwasher, until my third house. What? I washed dishes, and then I would see the roach infestation, and I would wonder, well, how can, their name brand sneakers right over there in that corner. You could have not bought the name brand sneakers and bought some roach traps, or name brand sneakers. I mean, you could afford an exterminator on name brand sneakers some days, right? And so while they saw a victim, and while they saw a government solution for this problem, as a conservative, I saw someone who made a choice. And they chose not to do their dishes. They chose to buy the sneakers instead of the roach traps. And they chose not to buy the sheets for the bed and the video game system instead. And I believe everyone has a choice. But that may explain the mindset a little bit of the folks who are determining what stories get covered every day. Because
how would you report on that situation then?
Well, honestly, if the story is about lead paint abatement, and I'm giving an actual example here.
Okay.
The story is about lead paint abatement.
Okay.
So the story's not about the nonsense. The nonsense, though, helps you form who you are, and it helps the people who are also in that room making decisions and covering stories form who they are. And so when you see a story and you feel that it has a slant on it, it may come from one of the people that saw that differently, one of the people who saw those folks as victims.